טוב, so we do הלכות שבת, דיני סעודות שבת ולחם משנה. The meal of שבת and לחם משנה, double bread. מעלת סעודות שבת, אמרו חכמים, our sages teach us in the Talmud, 3 סעודות חייב אדם לאכול בשבת. You have an obligation. It's not like if you want, if you're on a diet, if you want to eat more. 3 סעודות is an obligation. 3 סעודות, שנאמר. מינימום, שנאמר. ויאמר משה is telling עם ישראל, אכלוהו היום, eat the man today, כי שבת היום לאדוני. היום לא תצאו בשדה. Moshe is telling them, eat the man today. He's speaking Friday. It was Friday. And they came to him, Moshe Rabbeinu, the whole week we got Isaron, we got 1 kilo 600 of the man. What happened today? 3 kilo 200, double. He told them, Ichluhu ayom, eat it today. Ayom lo timtzu basade. Today is Shabbat, you're not going to find it tomorrow morning. Okay? Ki Shabbat ayom Lashem. Today is Shabbat. The fact it says in the pasuk, 3 פעמים, hayom, 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 and there's not one extra word in the Torah. From here, the Gemara is learning chiyuv ל3 סעודות בשבת, from the word hayom, hayom. Okay? And it says, ועוד אמרו חכמים, חכמים said, כל המקיים 3 סעודות בשבת, if you accomplish this mitzvah of eating 3 meals of Shabbat, Friday night, Shabbat in the morning, and the Shabbat afternoon, ניצול מ3 פורעניות. He's going to be saved from 3 catastrophes can come into the world. חבלו של משיח, the time of Mashiach, מדינה של גיהנם, the next world in גיהנם, וממלחמת גוג ומגוג, from this terrible war, which is called גוג ומגוג. If you eat 3 סעודות, you will be saved from those 3 things. Says the Rav Vadia, אחד אנשים ואחד נשים, חייבים מצוות 3 סעודות בשבת. This mitzvah applies to men, ladies, and ladies, right? ואף שמצווה זו היא מצוות הזמן, שהזמן גרמה, but we said already, any mitzvah that depends on a time, ladies are exempt. They don't have to listen to the shofar blowing. They don't have to sit in the sukkah. They don't have to take a lulav. So why is it over here they're obligated? Since it comes only once a week. He says, לפי שגם הן היו בנס ירידת המן. Did they have the ness of the man? For sure. And why are we eating it? We're eating it because of the man that came in double portion. And Moshe said you have to have 3 meals. And they also had the same miracle. That's why they do Hanukkah. And that's why they do Megillat Esther, and that's why they do Achilat Matzah Pesach, and that's why they have to do 3 Seudat b'Shabbat. Because whatever they were included in the miracle, they also have the obligation. Says over here, ועוד, שכיוון שזכור ושמור בדיבור אחד נאמרו, וקשו לזה לזה, וכל שאחד בשמירה, חייב בזכירה ובכל מצוות השבת. Ladies have to eat kosher? Yes, right? Why? Say, sometimes things that come mizman lizman. If you find a case where it comes mizman lizman, not kosher. Kosher is the whole day, the whole week, the whole year, right? Huh? Meat and milk, yafe. Not to mix meat and milk, right? Do they have to do it? Yes, why? Because ladies must do the 365 mitzvot, lo ta'aseh. We have 613 mitzvot. 248 are positive mitzvot. Some of those 248 are time related. They're related to time. Those ladies are exempt. But the 365 mitzvot, which is not time, doesn't have to do with time or not time. 365, don't do, don't go, don't eat, don't do this. They're obligated all 365. Shabbat has 2 mitzvot. Shamor ve'zachor. Zachor is the positive mitzvot. Shamor is everything. Don't open the light. Don't separate. Don't do this. Don't do that. They're obligated to do everything. So since Shamor ve'Zachor b'dibur echad, when Hashem spoke to us on Shabbat, He spoke Shamor ve'Zachor b'dibur echad. So the ladies have to do the complete Shabbat with no exemptions, like men, like ladies. Continues the Rav Vadia, סעודות ליל שבת וסעודת שחרית, אי אפשר לקיימם בלא פת. Friday night, Shabbat morning, impossible to do a Suda without bread, with challah. There must be pat, there must be challah. ואין יוצאים ידי חובה באכילה to go to מיני מזונות. You cannot do this Suda with mezonot. Shabbat, Friday night, you cannot say I'm eating mezonot. I'm eating crackers. לא יוצא. It's not doing the mitzvah, not accomplishing the mitzvah. Shabbat morning, I'm going to eat matzah, which is mezonot for Sfaradim, right? לא יצא. It says over here, בכל סעודה מסעודות השבת, יש לאכול פת כשיעור ביצה בלא קליפתה. And you have to eat the measure of an egg without its peel, which we said already many times, is 54 grams, right? 54 grams. אך טוב, it's much better, שיאכל פת בשיעור ביצה בקליפתה, around 54 grams, but without קליפה is 52 something, but 54 grams, כדי שתחשב לו הסעודה אכילת קבע לכל הדעות. So if you take a challah, and you cut a slice in the middle, not from the end, which goes and becomes narrower. If you take a challah, and you cut a nice slice in the middle, this is kabetza. If you eat this, you did Sudat Shabbat. If you take a challah roll, right? Yeah. And you eat 3/4 of the challah roll, those big challah rolls, 3/4 kabetza. The whole, yes. It's fattening. Okay? There's no diet on Shabbat. You start the diet from Sunday to Friday, not including Shabbat.
Yeah, no diet.
No diet. He says over here, if you're in a diet and you cannot eat this, but not because of the diet, for some reason you cannot eat as much as bread, half of the slice, 27 grams.
How do you know that they don't talk about volume?
They're talking about volume, so that's why I'm giving you the size and volume. Again, I'm saying 54 grams, and I'm translating to you into volume, one slice. One slice is going to be more than 54 grams.
So one slice is like an egg?
An egg.
Volume of
Yes,
an egg?
a volume of an egg. Okay? Vanta, fashtanta? Very good. We continue. It says over here, turn the page. וצריך לאכול הכזית בכדי אכילת פרס. This is also a very important detail. When we say you have to eat kazait or kabetza, it has to be between 4.5 minutes to 7 minutes. The same halakha as Pesach. You have to eat the kazait in a lapse of time, achilat pras. What's pras?
Really?
If you eat, it's not just in the beginning of the meal, eat the salads.
לא, ב4 דקות, 4 ל7 דקות.
כן? It's not nothing. Yeah, well, you eat the salads with a little bit of challah, that's it. מה זה פרס? מה זה חצי פרס? פרס זה לחם, it's a bread, right? Made out of wheat. Now, you take half of the bread, פרס, לפרוס. מה זה פרוסה? לפרוס. You take a bread, a whole bread, cut it in half, now you get half of the bread. How long is it going to take you to eat this half of bread? So many rabbis measured that with time, and each rabbi got something else. The average was between 4.5 minutes to 7 minutes. That's why it's 4.5 to 7 come.
For the whole half?
Yes, for the whole half. Some rabbis measured it 4.5 minutes. The other rabbi told them, you took a guy who was very hungry. The other rabbi measured it 7 minutes. The Khatam Sofer measured it 9 minutes.
Wow.
Nafkemina la-halakha, what would be the difference in halakha? Kippur. In Kippur, you have to eat kazait, spacing it out k'achilat pras. So Kippur, we go lechumra. So what we do, if somebody is sick chad v'shalom Kippur and he must eat, diabetic, whatever, we give him a portion of kazait, eat it, and we tell him wait 9 minutes, which is the biggest space, right? Time. And after 9 minutes, if he's really hungry, we give him another portion of kazait. And if he needs more, we're going to make him wait another 9 minutes, right? But the chatchila, when you eat matzah, we tell you eat it in 4.5 minutes, if you could. If you can't, you have 7 minutes. And if you can't, 9 minutes. Okay? So Shabbat, the same thing. When you eat the meal of Shabbat and you eat the challah, you have to eat the challah in 4.5 to 7 minutes. It can be with salad. It can be the way you want. It can be just challah, whatever you want. But make sure that in the meal, somewhere in the meal, the best thing is in the beginning. The best thing is in the beginning. But somewhere in the meal, you ate before Birkat Hamazon, bread, challah, in a lapse of time, achilat pras.
Now the extra leftover challah, you're not allowed to wrap on Shabbat, right?
No, not on Shabbat.
You put it on a plate.
Yeah, exactly. You keep it in a bag or something. He says,
Give it to the birds.
what? After Shabbat,
Yeah,
not on Shabbat, after Shabbat. Now, yes, no problem. If you didn't eat it in this lapse of time, if you didn't eat the meal in this lapse of time, says Ravad Yosef, first of all, you didn't do Sudat Shabbat.
Wow.
Even you ate fish, and you ate meat, and you ate all the salads your wife prepared, and you ate dessert, לא עשית סעודת שבת. עשית סעודת בטן שלך. Okay? And on top of it, וחוץ מזה, גם לא נתחייב בברכת המזון. לא אכלת כזית, אכלת, what do you mean? Ate meat and fish. Yeah, there's no ברכת המזון. ברכת המזון is only if you eat bread, minimum כזית מדרבנן.
Yeah, but you're talking about now the time that you had the bread.
Yes.
Okay, let's
If
say
you pass this time, it's like he never ate it. That's the chidush. Passing 7 minutes, between 4.5 to 7 minutes, passing this time, it's like he didn't eat this bread.
so why don't do ברכת המזון?
Huh?
אני הבנתי, אבל it doesn't make sense.
Right, he's right.
What do you
Because
mean?
during the week, let's say you go to eat pita.
Yeah.
You didn't eat the pita in whatever, like 7 minutes.
But you ate kazait in 7 minutes.
Huh?
You ate a kazait in 7 kazait is
לא
not a
אכלת-
lot.
לא אכלת כזית.
Pita is already 50 grams.
Okay, you didn't eat כזית.
So you need half a pita. You didn't eat half a pita in 7 minutes.
Oh, you didn't eat, you were
So
talking-
really, you're talking too much when you eat.
Okay, so let's say I did it. I talked too much while I was eating.
Okay.
I don't say ברכת המזון.
You don't say ברכת המזון, my friend. Yes, מה ששמעת. ברכת המזון is only if you eat כזית כדי אכילת פרס. This is הלכה למשה מסיני. גמרא עם סוכה דף ו' עמוד א'. הלכה משה מסיני. Even if you eat bread, you ate the whole loaf. אכלת 500 grams, half a kilo. And you spaced it over 7 minutes,
9 hours.
right? לא אכלת. לא עשה ברכת המזון. There's no ברכת המזון.
זה רעיון טוב ככה.
כזית, אפילו כזית. Even 27 grams. 27 is the רבנן. חצי רול, כן.
אמרת 3/4.
לא, 3/4 קבצה.
אוקיי.
half is כזית, תאכל חצי רול. תאכל חצי פיתה.
זה רבע.
רבע עוף. רבע פיתה.
Where do they get this from the Torah?
הלכה למשה מסיני. It's not written. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, this is the rule.
Really?
All the measures in the Torah, all the measures, Amma, right? All those measures, lavud, when two pieces are close to each other, less than 24 centimeters, all the measures, kazait, the tum'ah, how much bone, how much blood is tum'ah, all is this Halakha leMoshe Sinai. Hashem was teaching Moshe Rabbeinu, and the Gemara writes it. You should know it, but it's not written in the Torah. It was given orally to Moshe Rabbeinu, but it's more than oral Torah. It's Halakha leMoshe Sinai. Why is the tefillin square? Why is tefillin black? Right? Because Halakha leMoshe Sinai. It doesn't say anywhere the tefillin should be square. It doesn't say anywhere the tefillin should be black. Halakha leMoshe Sinai. There's many of those halachot that Hashem said, I don't want to write in the Torah. I'm giving it to you. Give it over to them. Wow. This is one of the halachot that you eat. You have to eat kazait minimum. Bechdei achilat pras. In the time to eat half a loaf of bread, which was measured by Chachamim of our generations a little bit before, 4.5 minutes to 7 minutes. Bediavad, 9 minutes. That's the last limit. But if you say you want to say Birkat Hamazon, only if you eat this lapse time. Now it can be in the beginning of the meal, it can be in the middle of the meal, it can be at the end of the meal. Means you started eating, and for some reason you just tasted the challah or tasted the bread in the week time, right? And you ate everything. Then you Birkat Hamazon comes and say, oh, but I didn't eat enough bread. Eat now. Yes, you can eat now. Take a bread. Eat now kazait. So you can say Birkat Hamazon. Eat it in 4 minutes. מה שאתה רוצה. But the best thing is you should not forget, you should not get into mistakes. Best thing is to eat it in the beginning. Right? Yes, so מי המציא את הסלטים? הלכה למשה מסיני. מטבוחה, שקשוקה, בבא גנוש. Yes, both meals, in the night, in the morning. And even better if you do a סעודה שלישית also. יפה. Says over here. You have to have what? 3 meals. It's meal, yeah. It's better with bread, but it's still considered a meal. Right? But at least you should have mezonot. מזונות אירוע. לא שמעת את זה. You didn't hear it. No, continue eating bread. It's good for you. It's good for your diet. לא, אני צוחק איתך תמיד, לא עליך. But you don't have an obligation to eat bread. It's better, it's מצווה מן המובחר. If you really want to do סעודה שלישית, the better is to eat bread. חלה. זה לפי הזוהר, זה סוף העולם, שיציל אותך מסוף העולם.
בכל סעודה,
כן.
בסעודת השבת יש לאכול פת.
תמשיך.
לא ממשיך, זהו.
זה הכסף. Next הלכה. He reads always half.
Always what he wants.
Yeah, he
Always
reads
what he
only
wants
the
to
line
do.
that he wants, and he stops right there. כן. לא היום. הנוטל, it says over here, כמו כן, האוכל פת, פחות משור כזית. You ate bread, and you ate less than כזית, חייב הוא לברך על תבשילי בשר, דגים, ביצים וכדומה המוגשים בסעודה, לפי שאין הפת פותרת דברים. If you go in the meal with the idea to eat just to taste the bread, less than כזית, when your wife serves the fish, שהכל. When your wife serves the side dish, אדמה. Why? Bread can include other foods only if you have an idea to eat kazai. If in the beginning of the meal you had already the idea just to taste the bread, נוטל בלי ברכה. ואז אתה צריך לברך על כל דבר ודבר, you have to say ברכה on each and one of the things, כן? לפי שאין ברכת הפת פותרת דברים הבאים מחמת הסעודה, אלא אם כן אוכל הפת כשיעור כזית. Unless you're going to eat 30 grams, everything else, it won't be included. הנוטל ידיו לאכילת פת. If you wash your hands to eat bread, to eat challah on Shabbat, אינו מברך על נטילת ידיים, you would not say the ברכה על נטילת ידיים, אלא אם כן אוכל מן הפת שיעור כביצה בלא קליפתה. The ברכה of על נטילת ידיים is only if you're about to eat כביצה, 54 grams. בזמן מסוים, נכון? נכון? אבל less than that, אבל אם אוכל פחות משיעור זה, נוטל ידיו בלי ברכה. So remember we spoke about it once. You want to just taste טחינה, חומוס. Wow, it looks good. חומוס וגאס. נראה משהו, כן? אבל עכשיו אתה אומר, I don't want to eat bread now, I don't want to wash now, לא מתחשק עכשיו לראות. So you know what, just want to taste. You take a piece of bread, a pita, and you wipe it up. What do you say? ברוך אתה השם המוציא לחם מן הארץ, and you taste it. בלי נטילה. Why? Because you're eating less than kazait. So motzi you must say, because this is the bracha on the bread. Motzi. You cannot wash your hands. You don't have to wash your hands, but it's less kazait. The smaller size kazait. No, the motzi stays motzi. You cannot change the bracha. Now, if you want to eat kazait, only kazait, half a pita, right? No, less than half a pita, quarter of a pita, can? You have to wash your hands. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. בלי ברכה. And you go and you say המוציא, and at the end you say ברכת המזון. למה אתה נוטל ידיים, אתה יודע? למה הסיפור? כי הנטילת ידיים, the washing of the hands, came to avoid the case when the hands are tameh, are impure, and by touching the bread makes it impure. Bread can become impure only if it's a measure of kabetza, a size of an egg. Therefore, the whole purpose of the netilah, you should not make the bread impure. So according to the Torah, it's the size of an egg. So if you're about to eat the size of an egg, you wash your hands plus bracha. That's why Chachamim installed the bracha. Chachamim, the bracha. Chachamim tell you, but kazait is not midoraita. Midoraita is only if the bread is the size of an egg. So therefore, we make you wash your hands, but we're telling you don't say bracha because it's not min Torah. Okay? That's if you eat kazait. And if you want to eat kabetza, the size of an egg, which is 54 grams, then you would wash your hands and say the beracha.
What if you ate? You said I just want to taste.
And you want more.
And then you want more.
Yafeh? How much more? Yeah, he's asking the Magen Avram's question. Magen Avram asked the question. And the Magen Avram says, how much bread more is left? If it's another small piece and together it's going to be less than kazait, you don't wash. If it's another piece, it's going to be kazait, you wash without a bracha. And if you're going to eat, let's say you wanted to taste, and all of a sudden you want to eat a full meal, it's such a good thing, you're going to wash with bracha if you have another kabetza to eat. If you have another 54 grams.
Just said amotzi.
No, without a motzi. Just wash your hands, say bracha, and continue eating. No, bracha netilat yadayim. You wash your hands, you make netilat yadayim, and you continue eating. And at the end, he's going to say birkat hamazon. No, it's not birkat batala. Just you cannot say birkat hamazon. It could be safek. So therefore, eat the kazait. Eat the kazait. Right. Before saying birkat. Yafeh, Rabot.